today, I'm going to explain how we constructed our outdoor sauna cabin's floor using Alder, completed with a practical drain. The sauna floor was built simply but effectively, ensuring excellent water drainage, easy maintenance, and long-lasting performance even outdoors. This video will be divided into 3 parts. First, we'll go through the foundation of the sauna itself, then we'll move on to the drain, and then from that to the floor itself. My name is Anton, I'm a Finnish sauna expert at thesaunaheater.com. Over the past few years, we've helped thousands of people design and build their own dream saunas. The first step into building our floor was choosing the right wood. For our sauna floor, we selected Alder wood planks. Alder is an excellent flooring choice for saunas because it has a smooth and comfortable surface and is stable under changing humidity and doesn't warp or crack really easily. Even when regularly exposed to moisture, Alder maintains its integrity and provides a pleasant, attractive look for the sauna. Also, it brings out a nice contrast with the darker toned benches we have. First, we have to make the foundation of the cabin, and we've used wood pieces that are around 2x4, which we then placed around 15 inches apart from each other in order to ensure the floor is sturdy and doesn't bend when standing on it. It's better to go too close than too far in general with the foundation, since if you go too far, then you'll see that the floor might not be strong enough to stand on. You might have noticed that we screw in at an angle and not straight, simply because we don't want the screws to show on the outside, so we have to go on a little bit of an angle from the inside of the cabin. Also, it's done so the wood doesn't split into two when multiple screws are put in the same line. Then we installed a long stainless steel drain channel that runs through the middle of the sauna, extending from one end of the cabin to the other end. We did install the drain at a slight slope, ensuring that the water naturally flows towards the drain and directly exits outside the cabin, slightly past the wall so it doesn't drip onto the structures. Since our sauna is outdoors, we didn't need to complicate the plumbing, since water simply drains naturally out of the cabin onto the ground, minimizing complexity and keeping the maintenance really straightforward. Using stainless steel for our drain was crucial because stainless steel withstands high moisture, temperature changes, and prevents rusting. Proper leveling and installation of this drainage channel ensure no water remains trapped inside the sauna, helping prevent moisture-related problems in the long term. Next, we install the white staves to fix the diagonal at this point and make the structure stable when flipping it around. These white staves will be removed later on. For this particular sauna, we just put the thick wood pieces under the frame because we needed to move this sauna around with a forklift, so they are not going to be there otherwise, or they're not going to be needed anyway. We will fast forward through the wall being put together, since that will be something for another video. Okay, so here we take off the white wood pieces that I mentioned before. They are no longer needed. So now we're putting these thin wood pieces on top of the foundation, and these little staves are there to create the needed slope for the floor so that the water drains out properly. So you basically want to pull the thickest pieces furthest away from the drain, so basically near the front and back wall of the cabin. And then when you go towards the drain, you're going to be putting thinner and thinner pieces towards it, so then that creates a slope. Then we move on to the next step, installing the floor itself. We installed each floorboard carefully onto the supporting frame. The Alder tongue and groove style wood planks are fitted tightly together like Lego without gaps, providing a smooth and comfortable surface. You'll notice at the beginning that there's a gap between the floor and the wall. This is because the floor will expand during use, and you want to leave a tiny little gap there for any movement. And after putting all the floor staves together, at the end, you should have a nice fit for the last wood piece if everything is measured correctly. Of course, it's not necessary to have that perfect fit, but it does help since you do not need to cut any wood at the end. Here at the heart of our sauna flooring design is the drain, and we just want to sand down the edges of the wood to make it look and feel nicer around it. This simple design of our sauna flooring using solid Alder wood planks and a central outdoor exiting drainage channel has several clear advantages. First, it significantly simplifies the sauna maintenance by ensuring faster drainage and quick drying. Secondly, the simplicity of our outdoor drainage system means fewer moving parts, less complexity, and fewer problems down the line. And finally, the solid Alder flooring offers both great looks and practical durability, perfectly suited for our outdoor sauna cabin environment. Thanks a lot for watching, and stay tuned for the next one about the sauna walls.